Who is your dream guest star on EastEnders? A question that is interesting enough to take a little bit of a look at. Dream guest star, famous actor, person, character. I mean, I'll just say it, the obvious answer. It's me! It's me! I'm on EastEnders as a podcaster. No, it's just... that would be fun. It was like me. I was like... I had this dream. I was in Hollyoaks, and I was telling everybody I was in Hollyoaks. But then obviously the punchlines, I was just like an extra in the background. yeah, I'm on Hollyoaks, famous TV star on Hollyoaks, extra. I didn't say any words. It's a great time.
Your only line was, "Can I get a sausage and chips, please? Thanks." That was your only line.
Throwback to obviously my famous theatrical moments of the Year 4 play, that being Oliver Twist, where Squeaker Me went, "They're stale," and then there we are. That was my line. Nailed it. I was a terrible stage actor as well. I'd just start like, did you ever do any of like the plays or anything? I remember you telling the show of how you refused to do one of them.
I remember. I think. Let me think. I think in third class, I was a king or something.
I was a tree. Oh, great.
I think I was a king or something.
Mate, you'd be a perfect tree. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I'm fucking, look at that. I'm very lanky, like I'm fat. I'm about 5'11". I'd be fucking great tree. I think I was a prince. I'd have to ask my dad. Obviously, when in like when I was in like early primary school, I was obviously I was like one of the three wise men.
Oh.
My dad tells us a story that I think this is true. I don't know whether it was a sheep or not, but when he in the 80s when he had to do the school play in his local school, they were like, "Oh yeah, we've Mr. last name here. We've got a role for you in this play. They dress him up. They couldn't afford anything, so they put him in a black bag and think you're a sheep." It was something like that. But I refused to do the 1916 Rising because people who know me, I'm a famous IRA member, and the IRA weren't born yet, so I refused to do it.
But my joke is obviously in that Year 4 play, I wasn't a true actor. I'd be on the stage, I'd look at my family, then I'd like be like, I'd start breaking character. Right, that's unheard of. And someone who was in an acting group, ashamed of Year 4 me breaking character on stage. But you can't help it when you're a kid on stage. You're on stage, a family. You do it every time, every single one, until you get serious. I was in a bunch of school plays. I was in an acting group for a while. I had to dress up as a granny, as the big bad wolf in one of the Roald Dahl's like fucked up. That was a great time. I got shot.
Of course.
And that was just because I did a bad performance. There we are. Carry
on. People who know me obviously know I refused to do a play in fourth year in secondary school because they were like, "You're going to do Grease," and I went, "My contract clearly says I don't want anything to do with this play."
Mate, there's nothing wrong with Grease.
I remember it so well. So in 2019, obviously, I just finished my junior cert, and they're like, "Okay, class 1, come in here," and it's like, "Okay, go to you, Johnny boy." So Johnny goes, he says it's something from Greece. Then they cut to me, and it's like, "Okay." I just turned around and went, "I'm not in this." Then you have to be in. I went, "I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can't make me." And they're like, "But you're going to lose credit on your score." And I'm like, "Not doing it." And then just COVID hit in 2020. I was like, who was fucking right? It was me, boy. And everyone was like, "I'm so sad. No one's going to ever see my play again." Because they usually film it on the Thursday or Friday night.
Yeah.
So and then have it as a DVD. But since COVID hit on the Thursday or Friday, they obviously couldn't film it. So I got it's just lost media. Unless someone has filmed it, it's lost media. So that's never seen the light of day. I'm not in my yearbook either, surprisingly. I'm not in my yearbook either.
We
You
didn't
can't
get a
find me in my
yearbook. We got a
yearbook.
jumper.
I also refuse to be on the jumper as well. I pulled a few strings. It was like, you're not putting me on the jumper. You're
I'm
not
on the
putting me in the
jumper.
yearbook. But yeah, that's my.
But yeah, and
I'm
that's
just
the
like,
reason why I should be a guest star on EastEnders. This was a 5-minute derail. Someone says, or the original post says, who would be your dream guest star on EastEnders be, and who would you like them to play? Doesn't have to be realistic. I don't think mine is. My mind is still blown by the fact that Gary Oldman is Layla Morse, Big Mo's little brother. So I'd love him to show up as some sort of dodgy Slater relative, or maybe even from the Porter or Harris side, a kind of Del Boy-esque rogue getting to mad scrapes with Mo, charming the ladies, and driving Kat, Gene, and Stacey up the walls. Who would you pick if you could have any actor play any type of character of your choosing? I've got one that did actually happen. Patrick Stewart guest starred on Coronation Street for a while, which is fucking wild, man. Like he was this writer who was like a con artist and was just conning all these people. It's fucking wild. It's ridiculous.
What's that sketch I'm thinking of? You fucking what? It's a bit Ricky Gervais, isn't it? And I think it's Patrick Stewart, where he's like talking, and he's like, "I've seen everything." Then her knickers come off. I've seen everything, of course. It fucking buckles me every time I've seen it. Yeah. So I'm walking down the road. She sees me, and then her knickers come off. Then the knife basically seen everything. And obviously Patrick Stewart obviously played fucking Professor X in the X-Men movies. I believe he did. I'm trying if that's the right pun for it.
Yeah. He was also in Star Trek famously
as well. But to me it'd be X-Men.
Yeah.
I just love to see it wouldn't happen, but I want a depressing scene. I want to see a depressing scene where the kid has cancer and they're like, you're gonna see Spider-Man. So they just wheel in fucking Spider-Man. Just wheel him in. And it's not even like it's not
even Spider-Man, it's actually like fucking they didn't even bring Spider-Man, they brought in Venom. No, they're
not even bringing Spider-Man. I don't know if you know the 2003 parody, but there's a fucking Arachnaman, the one that Ron Atkinson like played a fake Spider-Man. They don't get a real Spider-Man. They couldn't afford him, and they just had to go legal issues. We couldn't bring Spider-Man, so here is Web Crawler. And it's not even like not even a ripped guy, it's just some fat guy.
It's Italian Spider-Man. It's just fucking.
Mario would be great. Chris Pratt, bring Chris Pratt in and just have him sit around the pub going, "It's a me, Mario." I can also do Garfield. Hello, it's me, Garfield. I also can do I can also do Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Hello, it's me, Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. I can also do me in The Office. Hello, it's me from The Office. I think he was in The Office.
He was in Parks and Recreation.
Oh, he's in Parks and Recreation. Yeah, he's just sitting there and he just does his normal voice. That's what he does from all films. I'd love to see Jason Statham for some reason, just because people who know me, I love it. If Jason Statham's in a film, I'll watch it because because I don't want to say if Guy Ritchie's directing a film, fucking Jason Statham's in it. Like, I want to see
I worked on a film that Guy Ritchie made.
Has it released?
It's not released yet. It was also a bit of a stretch to say I worked on a film. I made something for a film that Guy Ritchie made.
John. Now it's not John Cena specifically.
It's the.
But I see.
Oh, look! It's I claim the thing.
Okay.
Dish the dirt. Obviously, nothing was signed. Nothing was made important. So obviously, there's a film coming out. Mid-April 2024, called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And there's a guy who uses a bow in the fucking thing. And obviously, with a bow, you use an archery bracer, which is like a fucking big piece of big piece of leather that like goes around your arm and like kind of it avoids like the string catching your arm or whatever. And we've seen that in the fucking trailers. Haven't seen the big fuck off archery quiver we made for it yet. Haven't seen that anywhere. The Bastards, which I worked on. I was a part of that. See, I've worked in media. I've worked in films.
If I can bring a character from any universe in, I'll bring in Ricky Stenicki from the fucking recent John Cena film. If you don't know, it's basically the I forget what fucking his actual character's name. It's like Ron something, but he basically he calls to John Cena has said it, so it's not bad. Basically in the film Ricky Stenicki, John Cena basically sings jizz jams. So he changes songs, but makes them about jizzing, basically, coming, ejaculating. And I don't know why, but I just want him in the fucking Queen Vic, just doing his jizz jams, like just on stage, just jerk it.
I like how you had to use other words to explain explain as if people were confused what jizz jams meant. Yeah, just in case it wasn't pretty fucking obvious. Oh, ejaculation. Well, yeah, mate. That's.
I do love.
I don't want to shit on your dream, but I don't agree.
John Cena's definitely not appearing on EastEnders. You know who I think could appear on EastEnders, but probably won't, or any British soap. Dave Bautista. Or Bautista.
Just because he was in Neighbours doesn't mean he's going to appear in fucking.
No. But if it's between John Cena, The Rock, or Dave Bautista, the obvious one would probably be Dave.
Okay, I feel like immediately gone for all of the wrestlers.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
not know who I have.
Three.
Some people think I don't think of like actors in terms of like who would I love to see as an actor on the show, because I don't really hold a big like measuring stick of like, oh, imagine if they got a really, really big actor, and I'm like, I don't fucking know who you are. I've got a really weird niche of movies that I watch. It's not even a weird niche. It's just my taste is shit. My taste is weird, and like I think of the actors as the roles I know them in on the fucking programs. I'm not thinking of like fucking fucking. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio was a great actor. I'm just like, yeah, I enjoyed him in whatever fucking film I watched that he was in. Wolf of Wall Street, fuck it. But, yeah, obviously it jokes that Jason Statham as a long-lost Mitchell would be pretty fucking funny. I think someone said Alan Ford, forgetting that obviously Alan Ford, was Billy's dad, who did show up for the funeral and never appeared again. But I don't know if he will appear again, because it has been a hot minute. Like, when was Aunt Sel's funeral?
February, January, late January, February.
Like the way they talked about it, it was I don't know. It just felt like they didn't have enough money. Like, it felt like they just didn't have enough money. All right, you're going to do a scene with Phil where you're going to say about 2 words and Phil's going to tell you to fuck off. Okay. Like, I thought he was going to be brought in as a part of this big, long-running story where Billy finds his dad. And maybe they will still do that, but, it's hard to imagine how he'll crop up again. Yeah.
It would be interesting. Obviously, they do have a big actor on their hands. Obviously, the guy who plays Nish Panesar, because he was in Star Wars, I want to say. So that's quite a big achievement.
Oh, was he?
He was an extra. I think he was like a background character or something.
Yeah, it's like me saying I've worked on movies.
He was like Stormtrooper number 55 or some shit. Like,
he played Nodin Chavdin in The Last Jedi.
She was in a movie.
Also, one thing I found funny is people have kind of forgotten the idea. People have confused because there was a thread talking about like big actors and actresses who were like big before this, and someone confused The Walking Dead with Walking the Dead, which one is obviously much greater than the other, which was funny. Dude, fuck no.
I don't think.
I don't think this topic doesn't necessarily work with us so much. I think we're just a bit too. I like it feels like bringing a wrestler would be like, yeah, go on, but like,
Oh, mate, didn't
I could never imagine us doing an actual movie review. Like, I feel like that would just be shit. I could do it. I don't know how you do.
Mate, you don't understand. But if I fucking now obviously this will never happen because I have no idea how his schedule is. Fucking love the Undertaker. Just in the Queen fit going, yeah. Wrestling back in my day was fucking. Oh Jesus, you had to break bones to get into the business. You know, you had to be in a gang. You know, if that's serious. Oh, Undertaker, you're in a gang. You're the BSK gang. You know, me and a bunch of lads, we rough and tough to click. You know, that was me. And it's just like he's building this thing. And then Mick Carter, Danny Guy just left the office and goes, fucking shit, wasn't it? I was watching. It's fucking shit. But yeah, like I wouldn't be able to do a movie review because I can't describe how I feel about movies. I just go, yeah, I like the movie. You can't
describe how you feel in general.
I can't. I don't know how I feel. But yeah, it's just like people go, what's your favorite superhero film? Spider-Man 2 from 2004. Great soundtrack, great film. One of the best superhero films I've ever seen. And then people go, have you seen Dark Knight? I'm like, I have not seen that trilogy, no.
At least gonna watch the first one. Second one. Well, I say first one. No one cares about Batman Begins. just gotta watch the Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises. There's some Joker in it, does it? So, there we are. Even I've watched the Dark Knight. It is good. Very wanky choice of a favourite film, but still very good. Two very fucking fantastic portrayals.
Like, obviously, I don't know if I told you this, but I got confused for. I always thought Christian Bale's fucking real name was Patrick Bateman, but his name was Christian Bale. So I went looking for the American Psycho. So I typed in Patrick Bateman without his name's Christian Bale. So,
fuck's sake.
So I went looking for this film with Patrick Bateman in it, not realising that Patrick Bateman is the name of the character in American Psycho.
I mean, it should get you to American Psycho if you search Patrick Bateman.
It was on an illegal site.
Oh.
On a dodgy Fire Stick.
Sound. Mate, those dodgy Fire Sticks are fucking wild stuff. Well, last time I seen my uncle, he was telling me how our dodgy Fire Stick's like fucking great, because obviously, well, you know, hypothetically in video game of Minecraft, quite cool to be able to watch sports from all over the world without having to pay fucking. It's like to watch the Prem, you'd have to pay. It was like you had to pay like $1,000 a month to watch to be able to watch all the games because all the fucking rights are like fucking dotted around like fucking Where's Wally.
Actually, another one that came to mind because I just remember I think it's in the Lighthouse he's in. And obviously, yes, we're going to go Spider-Man, but Willem Dafoe, just fucking Willem Dafoe in like the Queen's, like Willem Dafoe. Just I don't care who he portrays. Just Willem Dafoe versus Phil Mitchell is all I want to see.
I don't care. That would be funny. I think it would be funny to see Danny Dyer be Danny Dyer. Like,
oh my God,
like with no like memory of Mick Carter.
So he comes back as Danny Dyer.
Yeah, it's just a one-off episode.
Oh my God, I'd love it. I'd love it.
He has no memory of being Mick. So it's just like, hello, and he's actually like what people think Danny Dyer is, like the fucking geezer, knobhead. And yeah, it would be funny. Like, but there we are. That's 20 minutes of nonsense. Whether it answered the question or not, who the fuck knows? We've been watching Walford. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to support us, go over to the Discord. You can join the conversation. And we have 3 different ways of financially contributing to the channel if you feel you must. And finally, we have a wrestling channel where we review WWE CW and we review the Christian 2011 World Heavyweight Title run in a more structured, scripted type, more written podcast. So go ahead over there and enjoy that, coming out soon. But as a whole, thank you for watching Walford. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye bye.